Everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Today is a remake of Lemony Lavender, but of course I'm changing up the design and the colors. I'm using a bright yellow from Matte Oils. It's going to be my base color. I also have a dark purple and I Dream of Purple from Mad Micas. And I have mixed up, I used a little bit of Epsom salts and I just put a little bit of mica with those three colors. And I'm just going to put those, sprinkle that on the top, I think. So right now I'm going to mix up my cayenne clay, add my lye, and get started. I'm also, before I forget, using my new really long mold. And this is a resin mold. It was sent to me by Custom Craft Tools, and you can find them on Etsy. I will try to remember to leave the link in the description below. And he wanted me to test this out. He sent me some silicone to put in it, and I had some trouble with that. And I felt like it was a little too time consuming to do that, put the silicone in. I'm sure it would mold beautifully, but I decided to do freezer paper for now, and we're gonna see how that works. So I'm excited to use my new mold. I'll have a little less bars than I do in my square mold. have let it sit up too much. I was going to use a spoon. I think I'm going to try a skewer. I think I'll just do this down the center, and then I will sprinkle a little bit of the colored sea salt. Kind of a globby white up there. This is going to be hard to photograph also because it's so long. Back, and I'm going to go ahead and cut Lemony Lavender, and I messed with the top a little bit, of course, after I shut the video off, because I didn't really care for it, and I don't really care for this, but I just kind of swirled it. Look how long this baby is, watch. Ooh. And it keeps going and going and going, and I love that yellow. Isn't that beautiful? It is so long. Oh my goodness. I won't cut the whole thing because this would take forever, but woo. I'm going to cut that's a pretty swirl. I'm going to cut these a little bit chunkier because they're a tiny bit shorter. I usually make my bars just a little bit taller, so these will be more chunky, which I love a cute chunky soap. So cute. I might cut it even a little chunkier. Let's see. I probably should weigh them, but my scale is upstairs. So, in my DuckTales that I always talk about when I'm cutting soap, I had, the other day, out my kitchen window, I heard all of this screeching, and you could tell the ducks were fighting. So I looked out the window, and there was 4 mallards on top of a female. They were fighting. I ran out there and scared them off, but they pulled out a bunch of her feathers on the top of her head. So her head is bald right now. And it was crazy because this is a different nest. This is not the nest I've talked about that's right by my front door. This nest is on the side of the house that I didn't even know was there. And I did see males hanging out there the past couple weeks, and I went and looked and didn't see any nest. Well, it's hidden really well in the bushes. Look at this cute little chunky soap. I love it. And so anyways, I scared them off, and the female flew off as well in the water, but she was making this horrible noise. I felt so bad for her. And she quickly made her way back to the nest, or back in behind the bush, and so I was like, oh, there's got to be a nest. Well, it's really well hidden. And I did take a picture because when I looked, there was little ducklings that had just hatched. Literally, part of their body was still in the shell from what I could see. So, I should be looking for hearts, but I forgot. Anyways, she got back in there, and she was like kind of panting and just making a really bad noise. I just felt so sad for her. And so I wish I could get a better picture, but she's out there. And then this morning I go out and the nest is completely empty. So they were literally born yesterday morning, and they are already, I didn't see them this morning, but my husband did and took a picture. I think there's 6 of them, and they are so tiny. I'm like, I wish you guys would stay in the nest a little bit longer. just so you get a little bigger. And someone posted on my Facebook that sometimes the males will even try to drown the babies. So I'm so sad because I know when I see her again, she's only going to have a few. I said, I wish I could like kind of do a little barricade where she could get out. You know, but keep her safe and keep the ducklings safe from the males or hawks or whatever. But they left the nest, so I love that swirl. And so that's the thing going on next to my house. And then we have 2 sets of baby geese. And one of them was just born, it looked like, and the other one, they're a little bigger. They're so homely. Geese are so homely when they grow a little. Their bodies just look so funny. But still only 1 swan. The other 2 are, something happened to them. And that just breaks my heart. But my mama duck is sitting outside on her nest all the time. And I love her. I go out and talk to her and tell her what a good mama she is and how pretty she is. Look at the heart. It's kind of upside down. And so, yeah, that's been about 2 to 3 weeks. So hers should be hatching probably another week or so. But I will try to get pictures of that to post on my Facebook. Because so many people love hearing about the goings on around here with my duck families. Woo. Well, I said I wasn't going to cut it all, but we're cutting it all. And I probably will not get really samples from when I use this mold. That's the only bad part. Unless I cut an end bar up, which I might. So there's the last bar. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you on my next video.